Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Big Phone Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 23 of our Winning an Ag with Every Team. If you guys missed last episode, which was on Monday, we took Buffalo and in 6 seasons, got it done. So let's see how we do with this episode. And of course, if you guys are new season means new team. That means we gotta spin the wheel. And let's see who we get. And we are going to get Missouri. So we do indeed get Missouri here. So let's go ahead and get that going. So we do get an SEC team. Let's go ahead and go down to SEC. And we are going to pick up Missouri, who is ranked 10th at the very beginning. Do have a strategist head coach, which is going to be nice. Again, they went in 11-2 last year, won a bowl game. Kind of hurts because I am a Kansas fan, and I've done now Kansas State and now Missouri, and I have yet to do Kansas. But the wheel giveth, the wheel taketh away as well. But checking out the coach abilities here, again, we are a strategist, and we actually have everything active. We have motivator, we have scheme guru as well. We have some recruiting, mostly in the offense, mostly for wide receivers and quarterbacks. Offensive coordinator does have some recruiting and some tactician. And then our defensive coordinator has some motivator and some recruiter as well. So decent, but maybe could use a couple better things there. Of course, we do have one of the best wide receivers with Luther Burden. He is a junior. He may be leaving us. Who knows? And we do have Brady Cook. So we will need a quarterback. We do have Sam Horn as our backup, 78 overall. So hopefully he might be better in the next season. Just taking a look at what we need. We could, even Marquise Johnson is at 97 speed. So that's very, very good. Could use some extra speed there. Tight ends are decent. Could use some help along the left side of the line. Defensive line is decent. Not the best, but decent. Linebackers desperately need help. Corners desperately need help, especially with speed. Although we do have Greco. Is that how you're saying his name? Greco? 92 speed, 95 acceleration. We do also have Pride Jr. at 92 speed, 95, and Norwood 93 with 95. But other than that, fastest guy is 90. Other than that, but safeties are, free safeties, strong safeties kind of decent. We have a freshman kicker, and our punter is a 66 overall. So there is that. But I'm going to go ahead, simulate through Season 1. I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1. And here we are at the end of Season number 1 here with Missouri. We go 10-2 on the season, a very solid season as well. Only 2 losses, which was a really weird 2 losses against Buffalo and Boston College. We kind of owned the SEC. Barely beat Auburn. We barely beat Alabama. And then we destroyed Arkansas, and now we get a date with Georgia in the conference championship where they're both 10-2. So whoever wins will probably get the first round bye. I'm not expecting a win here against Georgia. Georgia normally wins a lot in year 1. But we shall see. We won against Georgia? Hold on a second now. We win the SEC in year number 1. I am very surprised. I'm going to be honest. I am very surprised that we won. Brady Cook wins the SEC Offensive Player of the Week with 3 passing touchdowns. Will Howard wins the Heisman. He only threw 25 touchdowns. How in the world did he get that? But anywho. Obviously, we get a first-round bye. We'll check the bracket after this week. And we are going to be facing Georgia in a rematch in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. This will be a tough matchup. Not exactly where we want to be. We are the 3 seed with Liberty, Baylor, Oregon, us, and Miami making it as the automatic qualifiers with Ohio State, Texas A&M, Penn State, Georgia, Notre Dame, SMU, and Clemson as the at-large bids. So this will be a tough one here against Georgia here in year number 1 in already the quarterfinals. They're in 89. We are in 85. Let's see if we can pull off the win. And Missouri has a chance to set the record, making it year 1 into the SEC championship game and into already the quarterfinals. Let's go quarter by quarter. Georgia punts. We punt. We can't do anything off short field. A lot of punts in this first quarter. 0-0 after the end of one. Georgia finally will put up a field goal. And it's still 3-0 after they can't do anything at the end of the half. We finally put up a touchdown drive, and Georgia gets a field goal. So 7-6 lead here in the fourth. We have a shot, but we do punt the ball. 3rd down and 10. It's now 3rd down. 4th down, we get short field. 4th down and 4, we kick a field goal. We had a chance to go up 2 scores. We can't. 4th down, they punt the ball. We get a 1st down. And we get another one. We're going to beat Georgia in the Peach Bowl with Missouri. It's 10-6 win over Georgia. What a game. I was expecting them to score at some point and us losing in year number 1. But I'm surprised. We win our quarterfinal matchup, and now we'll be facing the winner of Clemson and Miami. That will be another tough matchup, but we just beat Georgia back-to-back times. So, all in all, we just got to keep winning. And let's see if we can. Here with Missouri. We are facing Clemson in the Orange Bowl. So, we're not facing Miami, who had a bye. Can we get another win? Clemson is an 86. Closer matchup than it was with Georgia on paper. Georgia was an 89. We're at 85, and we're still going. Missouri is 1 game away from having a chance to set the record here on the channel with only 1 season to win a natty. Let's go quarter by quarter like we normally do. Clemson punts. We punt. Clemson scores a touchdown. We score a touchdown. It's 7-7 at the end of 1. Clemson punts. We punt. Clemson kicks a field goal and then a touchdown, so it's 17-7 at the end of the half. We get a turnover and we get a field goal, so it's 17-10 here in the 4th quarter. And they start with a punt. Gain of 3 for Noel, and then a loss of 3 by Noel, and it's 4th down and we get a punt. And we allow a touchdown. There's a couple big pass plays. Now a touchdown. It's a 7-point game. All we need is 1 stop, and we're not going to get it. Another touchdown by Clemson here late in the game. Clemson will beat Missouri here in the semifinal game in the Orange Bowl, 31-17 here in year number 1. Unfortunately, I think we're just a couple seasons away here from Mizzou. We might even make it next year. Who knows? With how good this team is. But unfortunately, season ends in a loss to Clemson in the Orange Bowl. Just 1 win away from a national championship. And still have yet to have a one-and-done season. Pro potential goes up. Conference prestige. How does conference prestige go down when we have 2 people? And yeah, it says A+. I'm confused. Everything's now an A-, at least there. Facilities, coach prestige, coach stability is up there. And Ohio State destroys Clemson to win the national title game 49-7. So Clemson goes from a 5 seed overall in the CFP with 3 in the top 25, and they go all the way. They barely beat Baylor, though. So, congrats to Ohio State, but that's going to be ending year number 1 with a loss in the semifinal game. It's on to year number 2 here with Missouri. And here we are at the end of season number 2 here with Missouri. We go 10-2, 7-1 in the conference. Having to face Texas A&M in the SEC championship game. But looking at season 2, we beat Kansas by 3. They went 0-12. Yikes. We did lose to Texas A&M early on this season. We beat Louisiana, who was another ranked team. And then, a lot of close wins against SEC opponents. We did lose to South Carolina. We did lose to UMass, which was a wild loss. Don't know how we did that. But Texas A&M and UMass were only 2 losses. Let's see how we do here against Texas A&M in the SEC championship game. If we can win, that'd be perfect. We have a bye going into the college football playoff. And we lost. So we're 10-3. And we did get a SEC Player of the Week. Devin Brown wins the Heisman Trophy. And we'll be facing Michigan in the college football playoff. So at least, we do make it into the college football playoff with Tulane, Louisiana, Ohio State, Cal, and Texas A&M making it as the at-large bids.
with USC, Boston College, Georgia, Kansas State, Penn State, Michigan, and us making it as the at-large bids. So this is a big game here against Michigan. Let's get it started. They're 9-3. They went 6-3 in the conference. They are an 88 overall. We are an 87. This hopefully will be a close game. And again, we made it all the way to the semifinals last year with Missouri. Can Missouri tie Texas A&M's record at 2 seasons? Will it take 3 or even 4 or 10 with Missouri? Let's go quarter by quarter here, and Michigan will get a touchdown early on. Now they're up 14-0 already after 1. That's not good. Not what we want. And it's now 21-0 Michigan. Now 21-3. We at least put up a field goal. We're at home, too, and we are struggling. Still nothing going for Missouri. We are down 21-3 in the fourth quarter. Now 28-3 in the fourth quarter, and we are not looking good. We do score a touchdown. We try to get the onside. Don't get it, but we do force a 4-and-out, and we will score a touchdown. Make this an 11-point game. And now all of a sudden it's a 3-point game, but Michigan recovers the onside kick. We'll take a knee, and our comeback falls 3 points short. We lose 28-25. If we would have scored at any point during the game besides the fourth quarter, would have won. But Michigan beats us 28-25. Unfortunately, our second season trying to win a national championship will not happen. We fall to Michigan in the first round. And we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of season recap, see who wins it all. Unfortunately, a first round loss is not what we wanted. Definitely not what we wanted in this, but all in all, can't be upset about a very good season. Pro potential, everything goes up besides coach prestige. That's still an A, though, which is nice. And it looks like Georgia defeats Penn State to win the national championship 31-14. Did everyone that had a bye, everyone had a bye besides Texas A&M lost? That's a yikes. But all in all, that's going to do it for season number 2. It's going to be on to season number 3 here with Missouri. And here we are at the end of season number 3 here with Missouri. We go 11-1, another solid season here for the Tigers. We beat Troy, we beat Kansas, we beat Illinois. Only loss came against Georgia, and they go 9-3 overall, losing once in the conference, and we have to face Georgia again in the SEC championship game. A win, and we have a bye. A loss, we're probably being the 5 going into the college football playoff. So let's see. We lost. Our only 2 losses have come against Georgia. 41-34 and now 41-33. So definitely kind of a weird scoring, but all in all, unfortunately, it's another loss in the SEC championship game to where we can't win it. However, let's see if we can't try to win a natty this season. Aiden Childs wins the Heisman Trophy at USC. So we transferred out of Michigan State. Caden Green, best interior offensive lineman, so that's pretty decent. We are facing Pitt in the college football playoff here in the first round. Again, we've made the college football playoff each of the last 3 years. And of course, if we win, we play Georgia. Boise State, Toledo, USC, Miami, and Georgia all made it as the automatic qualifiers, with Tennessee, Oregon State, Ohio State, Clemson, Oklahoma, Pitt, and Missouri making it as the at-large bids. So let's get started against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh went 5-3? Was it 5-3? I think it was 5-3. I clicked it. Yeah, they went 9-3 and 5-3 in the conference. They're an 81 overall team. We are an 89, so this hopefully will be a cakewalk, but you never know at this point. So let's see how we do here at home against Pittsburgh. If we win, we play Georgia in another rematch. Let's go quarter by quarter. Pitt will begin with nothing. We get a touchdown on our first drive. They get a field goal. It's 7-3 at the end of 1. Our next drive ends in a field goal, so now it's 10-9 after a touchdown by Pitt and another touchdown, but more touchdowns here, and it's 17-15 going in the half. Kind of a weird score, but we end up getting a field goal to make this a lot more. But after a couple touchdowns in a row, it's 27-21, and we have the ball, and now we got to punt it away. And Pitt's, I mean, we're just not – no one's playing defense in this game. 4th down and 2, and as I say that, there's a couple punts. 4th and 8, they got a punt. And we turn it over, and Pittsburgh will take the lead 27-28 and another interception, but then we get a pick. All we now need to do is get into field goal range, and how about a touchdown? We will beat Pitt, luckily. Don't know how we did it, but we win 33-28 after what was a back-and-forth matchup here in round 1. That was kind of wild with a lot of interceptions at the end of the game, and then the big touchdown to give us the lead late in the game in the 4th quarter. So we are a playoff game winner. We'll be moving on to take on Georgia, who we have lost to twice. Our only 2 losses on the season have come against this team. Now in the NFL, there's never been a team that's beat another team 3 times in a season. So hopefully that we got that going on. I don't know about college, but it's very rare that teams play each other 3 times in a season. So let's get started here against Georgia. They're 10-3, 7-1 in the conference. We are 12-2, 7-1 in the conference. Only 2 losses have come to this team. They're an 89 overall. We are a 90 overall team. Let's see if we can't win this game and move on to semifinals and hopefully make it to the national championship for the first time in 3 seasons. In the Fiesta Bowl here against Georgia, looks like we're going to start with the football first. And we punt, and Georgia scores a touchdown. 7-0 still at the end of 1 after a couple punts for both sides. Still 7-0. Now it's 7-7 after we get a turnover. And 14-14 at the half after a couple turnovers cost Georgia. But it is now a 24-14 lead with a 10-point lead in the 4th. Can we do anything? We're down by 10. We do drive down the field and score a touchdown. 5 minutes to go. Defense gets a stop in field goal range, and we turn it over. But the defense gets another stop, and we get a touchdown with 62 seconds to go. 4th and 3. Georgia doesn't get it. That's going to end it. We beat Georgia in the Fiesta Bowl off a late comeback as well, down 13 in the 4th quarter, where we win 27-24 over Georgia, scoring 13 points in the 4th quarter. Wait, were we down? We were down 10. Maybe 13 as well. I was thinking that we scored. But that's a win. We'll take it. We're moving on. I don't know why I said 13. Maybe because that's the amount of points we scored, but we're not going to talk about it. How about that? Maybe we were down 13 at some point. I don't even know. Checking to see who we would play. We would play either Clemson or Miami. Toledo and Boise State play each other, and Oregon and USC play each other on the top half of the bracket. So let's see who we do have to play in the semifinal game. It'll be a tough matchup either way between Miami or Clemson. Could be a Tiger matchup, and it's not. It's Miami in the Sugar Bowl. So this one will be a tough one. But let's get it started here against Miami. They're 11-3, 6-2 in the conference. They are an 87 overall team. We are an 89. So we didn't even drop down even further at 89 because we were at 90 last game. I'm so confused how overalls kind of fluctuate, but we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to move on and play. Here in the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana. Well, looks like we're going to start with the ball first, and our first drive ends in a punt, but we do get a turnover and another turnover and more punts for both sides. 0-0 at the end of 1, still 0-0. Very defensive-heavy game until Miami does get a field goal, then we score a touchdown. 7-3 at the half, and we now extend our lead 14-3 here in the 4th. Have the ball to start the 4th quarter and a touchdown run. It's 21-3, but Miami scores pretty quickly. With 4:05 to go, we have to punt again. It's an 11-point game. How about a 1-play touchdown for Miami? 3-point game. We don't get a first. Miami gets the ball. and they don't get a. I'm surprised they didn't go for the tie, but they're not going to score a touchdown. They're on our side of the field for over half that drive. They didn't kick a field goal. They just go for it. They don't get it, and we win 21-18. I'm so confused. I was 100% expecting overtime, but Miami doesn't take overtime. They try to end it in regulation, and they don't do it. So we win the Sugar Bowl, and now we are moving on to play the winner of Oregon and Boise State. Year number 3 has a chance to do it for Missouri. Can we do it here? Still an 89 overall team. We do get an SEC Defensive Player of the Week and an Offensive Player of the Week, because I think we're the only ones playing. But we are facing Oregon in the national championship game. So let's see how we do against Oregon. They're 13-3 on the season. They are an 88 overall team. We're an 89. We have the better offense, but the same defense overall. Again, a win, and that'll be 3 seasons done with Missouri. Not a record. Still, the record is held by Texas A&M with 2 seasons. If you guys want to know any other seasons, look down the description or check out all the other videos on the playlist here in a couple minutes. But let's get started with Oregon. We are going to start with the ball. They're going to kick, but we get a touchdown pretty quickly on one play. And the next drive, we get a field goal. So it's 10-0 at the end of 1. Let's see if we can hold this lead. Another punt, and now a touchdown. It's now 17-7. And at the half, it's 17-7. So we'll take that all day. Oregon, though, driving, doesn't do anything. Still 17-7 at the end, going into the fourth quarter. After a big catch by Marquise Johnson, now a couple sacks, and we get a punt. Had a chance to extend the lead, but they're going to go for it on 4th down and 14. Don't get it. We are running out the clock, and we score a touchdown. We're up 17 points with 2.5 to go. Hitting the 2-minute timeout, they finally score another touchdown. They go for the onside. They don't get it. We get a first down, and Missouri is national champions in year number 3 here on the channel. Took us 3 seasons, a kind of almost an easier road for Missouri. Making to the semifinals in year number 1, losing in the first round last season, and then season 3, we have officially done it here with Missouri, beating Oregon 24-14 in the national championship. And that's another team done. So another team is done here on the channel. We still got a long way to go. Hopefully we can get this done by College Football 26. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll be posting multiple episodes a week now. But taking a look at the stats before we head on out. Sam Horn, 3,091 yards. Even Kashma came out for 668 and 6 touchdowns. I'm guessing Sam Horn got hurt at some point. Rushing-wise, Jones had over 1,000 yards with 7 touchdowns. Roberts, 359 with 4 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Marshall and Manning both had 1,000 yards with 18 and 10 respectively for touchdowns. Defensive-wise, Silva led the team with 100 tackles. Beasley and Harris tied for 7 tackles for a loss. Jones led the team with 12 sacks. Burks led the team with 4 interceptions. Silva led the team with 12 deflections. We only had like 4 first fumbles, but yet we had 6 recovered. That math ain't mathin', dog. I'm sorry. But no, we had 3 blocked kicks. No safeties and 1 defensive touchdown. Kicking-wise, we were 98% on extra points, just the 1 being blocked, and we were 78% for field goals with 1 being blocked. Not great at all. But that's going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road for 500 subs. Once we hit 500 subs, we'll do a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube. Just more than likely getting a lot of teams done for winning a national championship, or we'll be playing College Football 26. You never know what will happen at this point here. So, yeah, next episode or tomorrow will be the finale of our Ball State dynasty. And then on Friday, we'll have another team. And then on Monday, we'll, in honor of the national championship happening that day, we'll have our double episode special where we're going to have Notre Dame and Ohio State both win a national championship in that video to honor the national championship. So, all in all, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.